Okay, in the last session, we have discussed about how to create a Telegram chatbot using Firebase database, right? In this session, we are going to discuss about okay. In this session, we are going to discuss about how to build up a login uh, page and sign up page by using Firebase data store. That means creating a sign up and login page using Firebase data store, right? For that we have to install all the required packages which we need for our code, right? For suppose we have to install express.js for our code, and we have to install package.json or all the required packages which we need for our code, right? For building up of login and sign up page, we have to follow the some steps. Okay, the first step is wait a minute. Yeah, the first step I have given here is a HTML form. For building up the login and sign in page, we have to follow the first step we have to follow is HTML. HTML index.html means the HTML file sets up the basic structure of the page. It includes two forms, one of one for the login and for other for sign up. Okay, and each form contains input fields for email and password as well as submit button, right? Yeah. Next, the form have unique IDs like login form and sign up form, which will be used to attach event listeners in the JavaScript code. When the okay when the user submits the either form, the associated JavaScript functions will be triggered. Got my point, right? Yeah, these are all the HTML files. That means I have given here head pod I have given here. In head pod we have contained a title. The title is nothing but login and sign up page. Okay, in after completing the head pod, we entering into the body pod. The body pod contains the heading tag. The body pod contains the heading tag. The body pod contains the heading tag, right? Okay. And form id is equal to login form, and label for is equal to email, and input type of email is equal to email, id is equal to email, and required. And another step is password. We have also given here password label, and the input type password, id is equal to password required, and last option is we have given here submit login button. Okay, the next step is JavaScript app.js. Here it is. JavaScript app.js. It is nothing but the JavaScript file initializes the Firebase configuration object. This object contains your Firebase project's API key with domain and project ID. This is necessary for establishing a connection with the Firebase service. This is one of the important point in our code. We have to remember it. Okay. The next step is login functionality. It is nothing but the login functionality is attached to the login form and submit event using the add event listener. It is nothing but when the user submits the login form, the function will be executed. Inside the login function, It retrieves the user's email and the password from the form's input fields. It uses the Firebase auth and sign in with email password method to sign in the user using the provided email and password. If the login is successful, if the login is successful, here we can see the firebase.auth and the sign in with email and password. You can uh, redirect the user to the dashboard or home page after successful login. Okay, after completion of this, we have given here console.login successful. Once the user enters the valid email id, it will gives to the user like message login is successful, like this. Okay, if the user enters the invalid email id, it will gives to the user invalid field or error message. Okay, and the next step is sign up functionality. It is nothing but the sign up functionality is attached to the sign up form. Submit event uh, using add event listener. Okay, you're getting my point. Okay, the next step is sign up functionality. Okay, inside the sign up functionality function, it retrieves the new user's email and password. Okay, password, and forms the input fields. It uses the Firebase auth create user with the email and password, new email and password to it is a method to create a new user account using the provided email and password. It is nothing but if the sign up is successful, it logs. Okay, sign up function. It is nothing but if the sign up is successful, it logs a message to the console. It logs a message to the yeah, console and proceeds to save the additional user data to the Firestore. This user data is saved under the users collection in the Firestore. A new document is created with the user's unique ID UIDs as the document ID. In this example, we only save the user email, but you can add more data as needed. Okay. Wait a minute, I will show you what the exact output of this code will be. The output of this code is nothing but uh, when we enter a email of ours or someone else, it will shows you valid email or not. If it is valid email, it gives you login successfully, right? Okay, this is the output of this code. Login and sign up page. It is the label for email, and this is the email label for password, and this is the output. This is the submit button. When the user enters the valid email id, it will gives you if it is valid. um, if it is valid, it can process, it can enter into the password label. Here we can enter the our password. After entering the email and password, click on the submit, and it will gives you the login is successfully. This is the output of this code. Okay, understand. Thank you.